just to start off, I just want to say this video is not a normal video. Like, the thing that happened is cool, but like I didn't have time to like put the video together. So this video is very thrown together, very short and to the point with no frills. It's just a look what we did to the truck, and it's because I'm running out of time because of what we got to do tomorrow with the truck. So this is the 5-ton, and we put stacks on it, and it's awesome. It's so much better than before, but I just don't have time to really like go and drive it around and show it to you. I gotta get this thing on the road first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, but let's just go back a little bit so you can see what happened at the shop earlier. Wax on. I thought Willie would look cooler doing this, but he doesn't look very cool at all.
I look really not cool.
I was just gonna reach and hand you this.
I hope that it's level.
For slick, but
it's pretty hard to see. I think it is.
Look.
Is it just that paint?
Come on.
That texture paint.
That's dumb.
Get off my truck. We're here at Holden Bros Diesel. We got Willie and Steven Holden. Did you guys do some things?
We did.
Show it, just start to finish, what'd you guys do?
So Matt showed up with a little bitty pipe.
Let's get out of the wind.
We had a little bitty pipe coming over here.
Yeah.
Totally lame.
Little boring pipe exiting behind the tire.
All this was kind of rinky-dink as well. So we started up here basically at the flex pipe piece. We left the front of the head pipe pre-existing because it's got good rigid mounts, and we only really needed one flex joint. Started backing up, added a hanger, made a home-built Y.
Hold on, so y'all were telling me about this. I didn't know this at all. Why did we have to go on the inside there to Y?
Right, so
I thought that's pretty cool, smart.
Most of your typical stack kits that you get from basically any manufacturer, they'll bring the pipe together and they mount the collector to make it really easy to mount on your truck, but it doesn't make the exhaust come out at the same time.
Right.
So the first thing we did was take two 90s, took them over to the bandsaw, split those things right down the middle, and then welded that piece up so that whenever it hits, when the exhaust comes in, it splits it perfectly so you get 50% to each side of the truck.
Why is that important though?
It's important because you gotta look right if you're gonna do it right?
Because it's, yeah, so what I didn't realize, if it just comes back straight here and one goes up and the other goes the other side, when you floor it, this one will blow black smoke a second before that one.
And that is lame.
Or just way more black smoke out of one.
Just way more black smoke.
It just won't be symmetric.
That's how you know you have the wrong stack kit.
Yeah.
Is when it's not right. Because why have stacks if they're not?
I would have never thought of that. You guys, y'all are way smarter than you look.
Well, thanks. Wow, right? Thank you.
That's a compliment. So we got these nice pretty welds over here, comes down to the middle, goes right back, and then that beautiful split right there, splitting evenly right in the middle, going up through the bed. I need to get in the bed so they can see what it looks like up there too. And then you have these 6-inch pipes coming out of the bed, and you angled it. I like it. You did a slight angle.
Yeah, 15 degrees. 15. The top of the cab had a little bit of rake, and it just seemed appropriate.
I love it.
We started with a flat top. I think your idea was much better though, Matt. A little bit of cut, put it just right.
Yeah, you wanted flat, I wanted angle, and this is a little less angle than I was thinking, but I think it's perfect.
Right, it fits it. Right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
4-inch into 6-inch. So all that's 4 under there and then 6.
Yeah, that keeps all your mandrels where you can do nice clean moves. You don't need giant exhaust to make any power really. 4 or 5-inch pipe will make 1,000 horsepower, but this gave us the ability to get under here clean, no rattles, no problem, welded solid.
In a very tight spot.
Yeah, so.
It sounds super good too now.
It does.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
We also did some pump work, so.
Some what?
Some pump work.
Oh yeah.
To the injection pump, so it has a little more coal than.
Rolls a little more coal, got a little more power now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Ready? So you'll notice they come out completely evenly, which is because they come from the middle. They come and split right there, so they both come out at the same time. Whereas if it was right there, splitting, this one would come out way sooner than this. I just can't get over that. I would have never thought of that.
Dude, the timing is perfect.
It's so good. It's so good. Ugh. So you guys did some stuff to the pump as well?
Yeah, so we
got
did.
more fuel running now?
Do you want to look under here?
Sure.
First things first, we don't have a pyrometer, so we were doing a little bit of a shot in the dark as far as adding fuel.
For those who don't know what a pyrometer is.
Yeah, so for those who don't know what a pyro is, it tells you how hot the exhaust gas is inside the manifold, or rather, what's happening inside on top of your piston.
Because that's the first clue you're gonna burn something.
That's absolutely right. The pistons are typically aluminum in most of these motors. You don't want to get above 1200 degrees for very long. So the fact that we're gonna go battle it out a little bit, we kind of leaned on it a little bit. We don't have the gauges, we don't really have the time for it, but I think the thing's gonna live because it's a Cummins, and you know, that's just the best. So we're gonna bank on
You just
that making
jinxed
it
me.
because they just don't lay down. They don't lay down when you need them. So we think we're good. So one of the, a couple things happened. We took the throttle limit screw, we bottomed that out. We wanted to take it off and throw it, but we found out after moving the throttle that the kick down on the transmission wouldn't allow for more than what we had, so we left that for now. We loosened up the AFC, that's your air fuel control. Basically, boost pressure comes in here from the turbo, feeds a diaphragm, and it either enriches it or doesn't. And so we loosen that so we can get to the fuel a little earlier. That way it'll sing the song of our people when it's supposed to. Also behind this little fancy screw, you pull this guy back, pull the shut-off lever, and you can see an adjustment screw. We went ahead and turned that 1.5 turns. It had been turned a little bit before, but it just didn't feel right. So we added a little bit to it, stayed a little bit on the conservative side, because again, we don't want to melt the motor, but we had to wake it up a little bit. And so far, so good.
Yeah, man, I drove it around a little bit. So far, it feels awesome.
I think for our preliminary first setup, it's a pretty good little setup.
Also pulled the governor springs out of that pump and found that they are very similar to P7100 governor springs. So this truck before would only turn 2400 RPM. Now it'll bury the tack at 3500. So
right.
Sweet.
You definitely have some RPM to play with.
And it really wakes this thing up. I think in the future, hopefully Matt will bring it back. We'll bump the timing up, maybe an injector, maybe a little turbo, and make this thing really talk, because I know it's got a lot of power left in it now.
Heck yeah. And probably a pyro gauge would be good too.
Yeah, let's
Definitely pyro.
Sweet. All right. I'll link you guys down in the description below. This is the Holden Bros diesel. I appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thanks, man.
excited.
Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah. So cool.
Right, look at RPM now, baby.
Yeah. That sounds good. That's so cool. Boom! We got dual stacks, 6-inch, really tall stacks, so that we can roll coal all the way to heaven, and the angels will cheer when they see it. Do you ever think that Jesus just sits up there watching big trucks rolling coal, and he's just like, "Yeah, brother"? Maybe not, but maybe so. Ending this video here because I gotta go start getting stuff ready because we're leaving early tomorrow morning, because some young gun on YouTube started calling me out, saying he has a truck that's better than this truck, and he wants to do a tug-of-war with this truck. You want to do a tug-of-war with a 5-ton? With a 5-ton bobber? With dual stacks? Rolling coal? Jesus has got my back, bro. So tomorrow we're gonna have a little tug-of-war with Abel versus this other guy who you probably can guess who it is, but if you can't, you're gonna like the video. Tomorrow's video, much better than today. And we will really see what this old 5-ton can do. Abel, are you ready and able for the task? Thanks for watching Off the Wrench. I love you. I'll see you next time.
Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.